99.1 FM, CKXS. Time once again for the All About Real Estate show on your Saturday here. Pete Allaer is in, and good morning to you, Pete.
Good morning, Greg.
Good to have you with us today here. How you feeling today?
Oh, good. A little chillier from what we had our March summer or summer March.
Yeah, it was certainly a nice run we had there for a while, but a little bit more seasonal now, right?
Yeah.
Is what we've got. It's funny. Every time I see a real estate agent now, they look disheveled a little bit just because, I mean, you are working hard. There's so many, I'm sure, so much interest in each building or property that you guys have that you're working hard, but only one person gets the sale every time, right?
Yeah, that's right.
I'm sure you probably never worked so hard and made so less before with the way that this market is, I'm going to guess.
Well, it's just tough because, when you're involved in competing offers, you do all the work, whether your person gets it or not, you still do all the work with the offer, the showings, and, and all these things. And then, there's 5, 10, 15 or more offers. One person is the winner for sure. And then after that, everyone else just kind of goes home.
They did all the work and they don't get paid. So, I mean, I know you guys take some heat that people are like, why do I need a real estate agent pay them all this money? There's case in fact. Think about how many houses that you've probably taken someone through that you've shown and you got nothing. Mm-hmm. I mean, and you know it going into it. I mean, it's part of your job. You know that can happen. But, I'm just giving you a little appreciation today here. And I certainly think if you see a real estate agent these days, it's not an easy gig they got going on right now. I think everybody thinks that all these high prices, the real estate agents are making more. They're probably hour for hour. If you figure out what you're getting paid per hour now.
It's funny you talk about that because I get calls occasionally from people that are possibly thinking about getting into business. Yeah. So they'll call me and they'll say, they kind of want to talk to me about what it's like to be a real estate agent. And I usually try to be very honest with them on like, a week in my life, let's say, right? And, and the first thing I say to them all the time is, okay, weekends and evenings, I mean,
that's when people want to look at houses.
Yeah, you're working all day and you want to look at a house. So you do have to be available a lot of those times. And you do have to be willing to put in the time, and there's times where, if I figured out, per hour what I made, it would be very low. And then there's other times where, everything just went, tick, tick, boom, done. Mm-hmm. And by the hour I made a lot of money, right? So you got to take the good with the bad. And, and I've got clients where, they've been involved now and I think there's like 8 offers. They haven't got one yet. Right, they got beat out 8 times, and
they're doing the same amount of work.
Yeah, so you show them that, you show them this house, and you go back, and then the other thing too is sometimes you're showing them the house twice because they've got 5 days until they put an offer in. They want to go in kind of like best foot forward, so maybe they're saying, well, I'm gonna go look at the house, then I'm gonna bring my Uncle Joe with me, who's a contractor, and we're going to quickly look at the house just to see if there's anything, jumping out at them. So you do that, and then you write up the offer, and you coach them and put the offer in, and they don't get it, right? And
then I'm sure, I mean, you're talking about really the amount of work and effort that they're putting into it. Then you almost have to console the buyer.
Absolutely.
I'm sure the buyer's not happy that, they just did this. They thought it was a good price. They, paid what they thought it was worth, and then they didn't get it. And then they're depressed because they didn't get the house they wanted.
Yeah.
So,
no, it's true.
I feel for you anyways.
It's tough to
giving you some love today. You deserve a little love.
Feeling so much better now.
I bet you are. So, hey, you want to talk a little bit about the services that you offer? Is that kind of where you want to go today?
Yeah, I was just going to talk a little bit on, like we were covering some buying, like some sort of call it advice for buyers, in a previous show. And today I wanted to talk a little bit about the person deciding to sell their house. And the one thing I would say right now in this market, number one, if ever before, now is the time to list your house with real estate, because I mean, that is going to be how you will get the most out of your house. If you try and sell your house privately, you're not going to get the coverage. Like I've said, I don't know how many times, 50% of our buyers are out-of-town buyers. And if you're just putting your house on Kijiji or something like that, or trying to do it yourself, you are missing 50% of the market. Mm-hmm. And at the end of the day, that's who's driving our market, is the out-of-town people. So that's number one. Number two, you have to be like that. Your house has to be ready to go. Like you can't. Other times, over the past few years, you'd say, okay, well, it wasn't quite ready. Like, oh, we're going to maybe paint that room, or we're going to fix that deck or something. And you could kind of get away with saying to the buyers, well, this is going to be done, or what. Now's not the time to do that. Start early. If you're thinking of selling your house, reach out to us early. Have us in. I mean, on staff, we have on staff or available, to us. We have staging consulting, right? So we have on staff someone that we can bring in, and she will go through your house and give you advice on how you might stage your house. Right. She'll give you advice on some things to do. We all do it as well, but I have one person that's really good at the staging portion, right? But we'll go in and say, do this, do this. She'll come in with the agent also and say, yeah, you should do this, get rid of that dresser in your bedroom and put, she's really good at that. We have all in-house 360 virtual tours. We do now all in-house. So
those almost seem to be imperative, that you need to have that kind of stuff. That's what people are looking for, to be able to understand the house. Because, if it's an effort, they're going to try to see it first, get a really good understanding before they want to put the time and effort into going to see it. And if they're out of town, right?
Well, that's right. And I would say, maybe not every single house, that we will do that with, but a lot of them again, when we walk through it, we'll let you know, we should do a 360. And the beauty of it is we have that in-house where, if we're contracting that out to someone, it takes more time. Mm-hmm. And you got to get them in. We got it in house. We also have available to us, drone footage or photos if your property warrants that. Not every property needs it, and not every property warrants it. But there are some properties that drone videos or pictures, is important. I have people that I lean on quite often that can come in and help you. Let's say if you have a house that needs the yard cleaned up, or needs, junk thrown away, or, if you're an older person who says, gee, I'd like to sell my house, but boy, it's going to be a lot of work here to get it ready. I've got a few different people that will come and help you do that, and they're a reasonable price to do that, and they're really good at it, and they're fast. So we've kind of tried to cater ourselves that we can we'll do more for you. We'll have different options available for you, and we can help you, because sometimes it's kind of scary to think, I want to sell my house, like, boy, it might be a lot of work. But, if you go about it the right way, call us early, speak to us early, have us in early, give yourself some time so that when that sign goes in the front yard, it's, the house is looking the best it can look.
Because you're probably going to have 12 people there the next day.
Well, that's the thing, right? You're going to probably have a lot of showings, so you want to have it ready to go. And that's how you'll get the most out of it. And that's where, like say, we come in, you give us a call, and we'll walk you through every one of these steps. And like I say, we even go to the stage where we have people that can help you through it too. We're not just going to give you a list and say, here, do this, call me when it's done. No, we're going to walk you through and, kind of hold your hand all the way through if you need. Some people don't need all that help, but some people do need the help, right? So I've set ourselves up that we can do that.
Okay. All right. There you go. Hopefully that helps you selling that house when you're ready to go. Be ready is, I guess, the message there. We'll take a little bit of a break here. We'll get back with Pete Allaer in just a few minutes from Riversite Realty, who's in studios with us on our Saturday All About Real Estate show, and a listing to get to.
Yeah, we have a couple listings.
We'll get to those coming up next here at 99.1 FM. 99.1 FM CKXS. All right, we got Pete Allaer back with us, ready to talk about some of the listings that they have available for you. And I use the plural part of listing there, Pete.
Yes.
That's a sign.
Yes, I think so. It seems to be opening up a little bit. We seem to be getting more, people talking about it. And like I said earlier, people that are calling and sort of we're getting things ready for them to go. So I think that there will be a few more also coming. And like I said last week, so this week we got some interesting listings actually this week.
Oh, I'm intrigued now. I want to hear what interesting sounds like.
So the one listing I have, it's at 225 Wallace Street. Okay. So it's at the very end of Wallace, just kind of north of the boat launch. It's a vacant lot, and it's on the river. So it's a vacant lot on the river that it's kind of an L-shaped lot, and it has a dock on part of the lot is a dock. So it used to be, people tell me it used to be, I believe, there was a building there at one time when they had the fire. Remember they had the fire over there a couple of years ago where the couple buildings burned down. So there was a boat house on it that had burned down.
Okay.
But it's still the lot with the dock. And it's kind of a cool little spot there. I mean, be a great spot for someone if they wanted to have, a spot to park their boat. And, you could probably put up, a garage or something on it to park other toys because it's not zone residential. So I think you can go with just a garage on it. Residential lots, if they don't have a house, you cannot build just a garage. But commercial lots, you can just build a garage without a house. So that's one we have. Another one we have is on Arnold Street. It's the old Buddy Labor shop and his yard there, recycling yard. So we got that listed. That's at what's the address there? 143 Arnold Street. It's got a fairly good sized building on it and a yard.
Gotcha.
So we got that listed. We head over to Dresden. We got a couple of nice listings in Dresden. We've got one at 445 Davies Street, which is a 3-bedroom, 1-bath, 1-floor. Nice place. Then we also have one at 340 Queen Street, Dresden, and it's a 1-floor, 1-bath, fully renoed house. It was gutted in the inside. It's got everything's brand new. The bathrooms, the windows, the furnace, it's all been redone. Nice little spot, 1 floor. And then we have we'll call it our feature. This is your
fifth listing on the show today.
Yes. This one is in Sombra.
Okay.
Directly on the St. Clair River. Walk out your back door or your front door and you walk right to the water. So there's no street, no road between you and the water.
Yep.
It's got a beautiful dock. Of course, a seawall, beautiful dock with a lift. The house is beautiful. It's 1 floor. Very, very modern layout, with the open concept and 2 bedrooms on the one side of the house and a bathroom, and then your master on the opposite side, and a full unfinished basement. Nice big double car garage attached, fully brick home. Mm-hmm. Very, very nice. It's at, what's the address of that one? 3559 St. Clair Parkway. So that's just as you get into Sombra. Just it's on, of course, if you're driving into Sombra, if you're driving north, it'd be on your left side, 3559 St. Clair Parkway. So we've got some variety there. We also are hoping that we'll get some more listings coming, and check us out on Riversite.com for all our new listings, and all of our agents are there, all their phone numbers and cell phone numbers. I mean, quite often if you're looking for a specific agent, just look up their number on our Riversite.com and call them direct. I mean, they're all, they got their phones on 24/7 waiting for calls. So, and we're available anytime. Again, if you got some questions about, you're thinking of selling and you need some, just a lot of times I tell people, if you're thinking about it, it's not a big obligation. Like don't be afraid to just call and ask a couple questions. I mean, we're not going to pounce on you and say, okay, that's it. You have to sell your house now. It's more of just an information thing if you're thinking about it. And sometimes sometimes it really, really helps people to decide what they should do when they speak to someone that does it every day. So
fair enough. All right. Hopefully that helps you out with a new house that you might be buying sometime very soon. Just get a hold of Riversite Realty, all part of the All About Real Estate show that we do on Saturday mornings here. Pete, thanks a lot for coming in today. We'll see you next weekend.
Okay.